One, I am far from a psycho, she says, her voice steady despite the tension. I merely stated the truth. Mira, fueled by anger and outrage, approaches her. With a hostile demeanor, her eyes blazing with hate. Yet Vine stands her ground, maintaining her composure even in the face of such aggression. As Mira gets closer, Vine simply looks back at her, unflinching and composed, her body language confident and calm. Mira, you bitch, how could you do this to my dogu? He was more than a pet, he was family. As Mira attempts to lash out and slap Vian, Jungkook swiftly intervenes, grabbing her wrist, stopping her from making contact. His expression is stern as he looks at Mira, his grip firm but restrained. Jungkook, his voice firm and protective, firmly jerks Mira's wrist away and stands in front of Vian, a clear barrier between her and Mira. He looks at Mira with a steely resolve and says firmly, Jungkook, she is my wife, Mrs. Jeon, the only of this house and the one who owns my heart. Do not try to raise your hand on her ever again. Sungwoo watches the scene unfolding before him, finding it somewhat entertaining, but Hyunsu looks visibly tense at the escalating situation. One's heart quickens in her chest, his words sinking in, especially when he maintains that she owns his heart. A wave of emotion washes over her, a mix of surprise, love, and sense of belonging. She looks at him briefly, a hint of vulnerability in her eyes. Mira, Jungkook, are you mad? She's a psychopath. She killed my pet. How can you stand up for her like that? His gaze unwavering, looks at Mira and calmly responds, Jungkook, because she is my wife, and don't call me my wife a psychopath, and don't accuse her without proof. His voice is firm but controlled, his protective stance and intense expression making it clear that he won't tolerate anything related to his wife. Mira, her tone filled with frustration, retorts. Mira, she herself admitted it, in front of all of us. Are you deaf? She even said the meat was ate is his. In the midst of the heated argument, is the need interrupted by her phone ringing. She quickly answered it, looking unconscious. The friend on the other side says, Hey Mira, I found Scooby. He was in one of the rooms. He's okay. Mira, her eyes widening with relief, a hint of surprise is for Mira. What? You find him? Where is he? Is he okay? The friend on the phone answered. Yeah, he's fine. Mira, feeling a mix of relief and disbelief, abruptly ends the call and turns to look at Ryan. The sight of Ryan smirking at the strange twist to the situation, stirring up a mixture of irritation and confusion within Mira. Mira, well, my dog is fine. My friend found him. He was just in the room. Jungkook, still conflicted and confused, glanced at Vine, his expression betraying his thoughts. He puzzled by Vine's smug attitude and the whole situation, wondering what's going on. Mira, but why then did you say you killed my dog? Was it all lies? Were you just playing with me? Her voice wavered between anger and confusion, her gaze fixed on Mayan. Mayan stepped towards Mira, standing directly in front of her with an intimidating presence, her voice dripping with barely valid threat. She said, Mayan, darling, get this straight. Stay away from my Jungkook. I have seen how you cling to him. If you don't stop, I will make sure you regret it. I'll chop you up and make soup with your veins. Jungkook stands there, completely stunned. He's never witnessed this assertive and menacing side of Mayan. His eyes widened in shock, disbelief apparent on his face as he looked at her. In the past, she had always appeared calm and composed, but this sudden change had left him almost dumbfounded. Mayan, you called me a psychopath, but you have not seen this side of me, have you? This is just the tip of the iceberg. I can be much more sinister than you can imagine. Sungwoo, who had been observing the unfolding with a mix of amusement and curiosity, is now looking visibly taken aback by his word, and her unexpected demeanor have him looking shocked. His carefree figure slipping away from a moment. Hyunso, next to him, looks absolutely horrified. Mira, her eyes wide with fear, turns to Jungkook and stammers, Mira, she needs therapy. She's a psycho. She's dangerous. Mira's voice shakes as she speaks, the fright still clear in her eyes. She then quickly makes a hasty exit from the house, followed by her friends who also look speechless and concerned. Jungkook, still reeling from the shocking exchange, instinctively grabs her by the elbow, his gaze filled with a mix of confusion and questioning. He holds on to her, his grip firm yet gentle, as he looks straight at her, searching her expression for answer. Ryan, if I want something, I get it. Simple as that. And if anyone tries to take it away from me, they won't get away with it. I can't stand the way she's clinging to you, acting like she knows you better than me. Ryan's voice is mix of possessiveness and anger as she speaks, her gaze fixed on him. Jungkook, still holding on to her elbow, looks at Ryan with a steely gaze. His expression is cold and his eyes are focused on her. YN. If I see her again, there will be hell to pay. Her voice is firm and filled with a dangerous undertone, making it clear that she is not messing around. Without warning, he leans in and captures her lips in a passionate kiss. When completely caught off guard, is momentarily stunned by quickly melts into the kiss, her anger momentarily forgotten as she responds to his favor.